The Berenstain Bears and the Similar Party by Stan and Jane Berenstain. Sometimes little bears' good behavior ends when they pack their pajamas and stay over with friends. One of the most interesting things about the telephone, when it rings, we don't know who calling until you answer it. Sometimes when the phone rang the bear treehouse, it was for Papa. Papa is the furniture maker. The costumes often to call a buying table or chair. Yes, I think I have handled that. How soon will you need it? Sometimes it was Grizzly Grand calling Mom about getting together for a visit. This weekend? They'll be fine, Gran. When the call was for Brother Bear, it was usually Cousin Freddie with a question about homework. The fifth problem, I got 6 and 2 1. What did you do? What did you get? When it was Sister Bears, it was almost always her best friend, Lizzie Bruin. For you, sister, is Lizzie. And Lizzie almost always had some big idea. A tea party for their stuffed and stuffy animals, going to the attic like dressing the grown-ups, or Origin the Scorpio of Farmer Ben's old chicken coop and the clubhouse with the promise, of course, it's okay with you, but I should warn you. Pia! But today Lizzie was calling her best idea yet. Similar party tonight at your house? Great idea, said sister. There's a few of the Dresses family, Lizzie commented. You, of course, and Annie, Millie, and Queenies. Bring your sleeping bag, and would you bring your tape player? Annie and Millie are going to browse tapes, and Queenie is going to teach us the lastest dance step. I don't know, Mama Bear said later. You've never slipped away from home before, but I have, protested his brother, at the Crazy Gramps Grand. One time on the whole week. That's different, said Mama. Gramps and Gramps are family, close family. The brains are neighborhoods of close neighborhoods. Oh, please, Mama, this be such fun. I'm taking my player. Nanny and Amelia are going to have a great tapes, and Queenie is going to teach us the lastest dance step. Please, Mama. Oh, I suppose it's all right, sighed Mama. Come on, let's start getting your organized for this similar party. You know, Mom, she said as she tucked out her sleeping bag. We'll still leave stuff in the from the family sleep out. Sleeping over at the friend's house is kind of special progress. Sometimes it goes to private is responsibility. Do you know what those words mean? Sure, said Mama. Provide means being allowed to do stuff, and responsibility means no messing up. Now you remember what you Mama told about the possessions and responsibility, said Papa Bear asked sister start off to Lizzie Bruin's. Oh, I will, Papa, I will, she said. But sister wasn't very far along the road before she began thinking about the fun excitement. She was going to have a party. It wasn't taking long for those nights. The Mama pushed up and out the pressures and responsibility clear out of her head. Another interesting thing about telephone, they help news to travel fast, especially news about parties. Annie told her friends about similar parties, and they told their friends. Millie did the same. Pretty soon the cops from all over the neighborhood were calling Lizzie and tagging as they come to party. Sure, she said, but bring some popcorn or soda. We don't want to run out. Two tall grizzly didn't hear about the party by the phone. She heard when she gang up to show the Queenies in the new boombox. Similar party, he said to his pals. Sounds like fun. How are we going to invite the girls' party, said one of them. We're not going to invite the stupids. We're going to crash, boombox and all. Later, when the rest of the bear family was settling in with a quiet evening home, Mama Bear sighed and said, I'm sure she'll be all right. Of course she will, said Papa Bear, looking after the management. After all, said Mama, she's a behavior little kid, and Mr. and Mrs. Bruin are lovely and will run out of the house no or responsibility. Careful parents. No, don't about it. Going back to his reading. There's only one problem. Mr. and Mrs. Bruin weren't home. They had gone for evening. As they left, Lizzie indicated that to his sister, who was much older than some of the sister's guests. The Bruins hadn't a plan to slumber party when Lizzie asked if few friends could sleep over. At the casually didn't planned it on the ribbon over. There was big popcorn throwing, soda, squirreling party for half of the children in the neighborhood. Because that was so happening, sister right on the talk about it. Oh my gosh. The only thing that wasn't happening at the similar party was similar. Lizzie's sister tried to keep things under control, but she couldn't make even herself hear over the noise. You never hear such a comment. Some neighborhood running over and such at the compounds either. They called the police, then the chief officer and the manager. They raced to Mrs. Bruin's house at the same time Mr. and Mrs. Bruin were returning home. Well, things calmed down pretty quickly after that. The party was cancelled. Parents were called. Lizzie sent to bed, and the angry, disappointed Mama Bear came to take sister home. I'm angry and disappointed, said Mama as they walked home the night. After all that things I said about progress and responsibility. Sarah's glad they sent to bed early. Double groaned. Groan was to send to bed. Double groan, which meant she had stayed in the bedroom days in her house for a week. Pretty harsh punishment, commented Papa a little later. Not harsh at all, said Mama. You should have seen what the villager neighborhood, popcorn, steak everywhere, soda all over the place, lamp knocked over, and a disgrace. After all that I said of privilege and responsibility. Sister does have a share of the blames, Papa, but she didn't do it all by herself. It was those cylinders when they lead to the other, and things get out of control. But you know, my dear, progress and responsibility are just for kids. They're for parents too. Cause just all stupid about, said Mama. The progress to have cups and with the villagers goes responsibility, connected Papa. And we pretty blamed too. When Lizzie's invited sister to the sleighing party, it wasn't our responsibility to call the Bruins. If we had found out they were going to have been evening, and the whole thing would have been nipped in the bud. Said Mama thoughtful. The next morning, she cleaned the grounding to take sister over the Bruins to help clean up. Annie and Millie and Queenies had come to help too. I know out, said Lizzie. It's the fool's idea ever. Let's make it's a clean-up party. Let's not, said Anne. And if you don't mind, Lizzie, I don't want to hear the word party again for a long time. Finished. Thank you for listening, Bug, and please subscribe and like.